Hello students, let's start the first chapter, A Letter to God. The introduction of the lesson already I have given in my previous video. Now the story starts. The story starts with a description of the place and house where Lencho lived. Narrator has started the story like this. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. Writer has described the house. Which type of a house? Which type of a house it was where Lencho lived? The house was the only one in the entire valley. Means it was a single one. It means there was not any other house in the entire valley except Lencho's house. The house sat on the crest of a low hill. It means here sat refers to located or situated. The house was located on the crest of a low hill. Here crest refers to top of a hill. It means the house was located on the top of a hill, and the hill was of a low height. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn. And from that height, a river and the field of ripe corn could be seen. And that field belonged to whom? Guess? Yes, Lencho's. It was Lencho's field. The ripe corn was ripened and it was full with the flowers. And it gives the satisfaction to Lencho that he was going to get a good harvest. That ultimately gave him a good profit. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. And since Lencho knew his field intimately, means closely, and he knew that his field wanted only one thing. And what was that? That was downpour or at least a shower. Here downpour refers to heavy rain. So he knew that at least what his field need. Downpour. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. And that's why throughout the morning means in the hope of getting the drizzle, he kept on looking at or gazing at the sky. And while he was looking at the sky, he confidently says his wife that they are going to have rain. The woman, here woman refers to Lencho's wife, the woman who was preparing supper. Students, supper means last meal of the day. The woman who was preparing supper replied. What did he reply? He replied that it depends upon the God's wish. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all, come for dinner. It means what? Narrator told that when the Lencho's wife called, Lencho's elder sons were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house. And what happened? It was during the meal. It means what? While they were taking the meal, just as Lencho had predicted. What he had predicted? That they were going to have rain. What happened? Big drops of rain began to fall. Means rain started. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching, and they could see the approaching clouds. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And do you know what happened? Lencho was so happy that he went out of his house. What for? To just feel the pleasure of droplets of rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed. When he came back, he was very much happy, and he told his wife that These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. Students, do you know why Lencho has compared the raindrops with the cents? In fact, he knew as raindrops would have helped in getting a better harvest, resulting in more prosperity. So, Lencho compared them with coins. Now, next para. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. At first, I would like to tell regarded means what? When you see something in a particular way, then we use regarded. So he was very much satisfied and there was satisfaction. Satisfaction could be seen over his face. So what happened? With this satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers. It was looking as if it was covered in rain. But suddenly, strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. And what happened? All of a sudden, a strong wind started to blow, and that leads to hailstone. And obviously, it was unexpected. Hailstone began to fall. This truly did resemble new silver coins. And here, do you know, students, here the writer has compared the raindrops. In fact, it was not raindrops. Hailstone is the word that is used for the big ball of ice that falls on the ground as a rain. Here this use has been used satirically. In a satire, the boys exposing themselves to the rain ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Here, hailstones are being compared to pearls. It's really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. I hope it passes quickly. And what happened? Lencho now started worrying. He was concerned and he hoped that it passes quickly. It means hailstorm. But it did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside. But what happened? The hailstorm did not pass quickly, and it covered, including garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley, and it seems the field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. Everything has been destroyed. He was very much sad. He was shattered. After the destruction caused by hail, Lencho was shattered. He could see a bleak future for him and his family. He was worried about lack of food for the coming year. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A plague of locusts could have left more than this." And he was very much sad. Do you know what is called plague of locusts? Locusts are insects which fly in big swarms and destroy crops. So Lencho has told that even those locusts could have left more, means they have done less destruction than that hail. This year we will have no corn. That night was a sorrowful one, all our work for nothing. And he was very much sad because they lost everything. There is no one who can help us. We all go hungry this year. So the first part just ends with what? Disappointment. I will upload the second part of this story in my next video. Thank you, students.